review, which is in Tuesday's folder. I believe there's a link in today's folder. If not, just look in Tuesday's folder. Okay, so Lizette asked 8 people how many apps they had on their phone. Here are the responses: 21, 28, 31, 46, 55, 60, 65, and 70. So it says calculate the range. So the range is just finding the biggest number minus the smallest number. So my biggest number is 70. My smallest number is 21. And 70 minus 21 is 49. And we're done. That's simple on that one. Okay, find the cumulative sales of the first 7 weeks of Spider-Man 3. Don't use commas. So that's just filling in that chart. First is, let me just poll and see if there's any questions based off that first question. There shouldn't be, but just making sure. Range is a pretty easy basic concept. Wait about another 30 seconds and then we'll start our Spider-Man question. So you'll be doing another movie on your actual quiz, which is going to be on Tuesday. I'll spend next Monday answering any last minute questions about the CK12 activities and the quiz review. So I'm not seeing any questions in the chat. I'm not seeing anything come to the poll. Okay, we'll end it and we're going to start the next question. Okay, so the next question says, find the cumulative sales of the first 7 weeks of Spider-Man. Don't use commas. So for the first one, you just bring it in. We'll type that in. 151, 116, oops, 116, 516. And then I'll add in the next line. So this is where we need desmos. We have 151, 116, just the 1, 16, 516 plus 58166 256. We have 209, 282, 209, 282, Okay, then we'll add in the next line and put the answer. Plus 29022 026. So we have 238 304 798. So I'm going to type that in the next line. 238 304 798. 209, 282, and 76 plus 29022 026. Okay, there we go. 238804798. And this is confirm the same. Good. Next line. And your next line now. 238304798. If you accidentally cleared it out, just copy your last line and just add the next line. 14335 436. So I get 252 640 234. And now we'll have the next line. Plus 7578055. I get 260218289. And just type it in. So the next line, add the next line. Add in 4304986. We get 264523275. 264 523275. 523275. And then last, add your last line. So add 2505151. That'd be 267028426. Seven 028 426. Okay, and we're done. Okay, any questions about how to fill a table? Is that clear how to fill a table up, Jason? Is that clear how to fill a table up? I'm fixing attendance for students that are coming in late. Okay, not seeing questions come to the poll, so we're gonna stop there, and we're gonna go on to our next question. So our next question is based on the last question. So I didn't call the cumulative for you, so it says create a cumulative frequency bar graph for total receipts. So what we have to do is go back to question 2 and get our answers. So in question 2, I'll just write, we want the first 3 because the table, if we look at the table, it says it's in millions of dollars. So week 1 is 151. Week 2, I'm gonna go back to the next table. I'm just gonna write down the first 3 numbers. 209. Week 3, 238. Week 4, 252. Week 5 will be 260. Week 6 will be 264. And week 7 will be 267. Okay, now I can answer week. So we're looking at the first 3 digits, that's your million. So now we're gonna fill it in. We'll find week 1, and we'll approximate 151 million. That should be somewhere around there. Week 2 had 209, so it should be in between 200 and 220. Week 3 had 238 million, so that should be just below 240. Week 5 had 252 million, so that should be between 240 and 260. Week 5 had 260 million, so it should be right on the 260 line. Week 6 had 264, so just above 260, and same thing with week 7, should be just a little bit higher than week 6. Questions about how I fill in the bar graph? I'll wait about another 30 seconds, and then we'll go on to our last question. Not seeing anything pop up in the poll. Not seeing anything in the chat, so I think we're safe to go on to our next question. Okay, so find the week that corresponds to when the spider made sales at 225% of its sales, 50% of its sales, and 75% of its sales. So we look at the final total. So for 25%, we'll do 0.25 times 267. So I'm grab our calculator. 0.25 times 267. Did not hit times. We backspace a little bit. Times 267, and that's 66.75. I'm going to type in 66.75. Now we start analyzing. Have I broken 66.75 million by the end of week 1? Well, week 1 saying by the end of week 1, I made $151 million. I haven't broken $151 million. So in other words, 66.75 is less than 151 million. So this happened during week 1. If it's bigger than that, then we move on to week 2. So that happens during week 1. Now we do 0.5 times 267. Just 267. we use desmos. 0.5 times 267. That's 133.5. And that's still less than the 151 in week 1. So this also happened during week 1. Now we want 75%. So it's going to be 0.75 times 267. That'll be 200.25. Okay, so 200.25 is greater than 151. So it's not week 1. But 200.25 is less than 209 for week 2. So because it's in between, we'll say this happened during week 2. And we're done. Questions about how I figured out which week it was? That's probably the most confusing part. But pretty much what this table cell is saying, this is what we made by the end of the week. So the total sales by the end of the week. I'll wait about a minute, then we'll move into our last question. Tuesday will be your last quiz. If you haven't finished the first 2 quizzes or you want to make corrections, please get this done ASAP because the marking period, the end of the marking period is right around the corner. The major grade is your quizzes, and then I would concentrate on getting any CK12 work that you don't have done, and then if you have time, get done your any other activities you haven't finished. Quizzes are timed, but if you need more time, just shoot me an email if you're running out of time, and I can fix the time limit. You're designed for an hour, so 5 questions should definitely be simple enough to do in an hour. Okay, let's go on to our last question. So it says calculate the sample variance and calculate the sample standard deviation. So we're given a list of numbers. This is where we're going to use desmos and we'll clear everything out. So first thing, hit the plus on the table and just type in all the numbers. 21, enter. 28, enter. 31, enter. 46, enter. 55, enter. 60, enter. 65, enter, and 70, enter. Now, when we're dealing with simple variance, it's STDEV x1 squared. And then for simple variance, it's just STDEV x1. So we're going to go to our next line. Functions, it's stats. See how there's 2 STDEVs, one at the P, one at the P. So click the one at the P and type in x1. Close it and square it. So for part A, our sample variance is 340. Or you can just type STDEV. So we'll just type it like it is, says it. STDEV x1 squared equals 340. And then from part B, STDEV x1 equals, now we just have to find our simple standard deviation. We're done the whole quiz. So that's same procedure, functions, standard deviation, x1, and we have about 18.44. And we're done. So the calculator did all the work for us. Okay, we'll launch the poll one last time. Are there any questions on how I've calculated the sample standard deviation or sample variance? Okay, I'm not seeing any questions come to the chat. I'm not seeing questions come to the poll. So that ends our quiz review. I will be posting this later on this afternoon. So that way, when you work on your quiz, if you need to, you can use the recording as a review.